Yo, I just wanted to talk about some things that's been on my mind a little bit. This isn't really another like AI bad, we're running society into the ground sort of video, but I mean not explicitly, but it's kind of just some thoughts, just kind of sporadic sort of something. I don't know. I'm just gonna throw something out there because I remember when I was younger, it was always like my parents or just like older people that'd be like, I wish we could go back to a time before the internet. Like I'd give anything to go back. Life was so much better before all these phones and all this social media and the internet and everything. And as a kid, you're just like, shut up. Like how am I gonna play COD and watch Leafy is Here with no internet? But honestly, I feel like it's a sentiment that a lot of people my age can kind of share, but about AI, not the internet. We kind of romanticize a time when there was no GPT for everything, when we could make our own decisions. So yeah, I kind of understand it now. I still think that the internet and AI is not really comparable. They're just two very different things. The internet, for all the bad it's done, it does genuinely, I think, have a lot of good. But AI, especially in terms of like the internet, in terms of content and stuff, I really do not see any sort of social good. I mean, obviously, in other industries like medical or whatever, yes, like fair enough. It's just one of them things where it's like it's all around us and it's nothing new. We know this now, but it's just to a point where I would bet that like the ratio for YouTube, for example, the ratio of AI versus non-AI like content being produced per day is probably like 80% to 20% or 8 to 2, probably more. It's probably like 90% AI content in terms of all the content, which is just, that's just so crazy to me because it's only been around for what, 2 years, 3 years, and YouTube's been around for 20 years. The reason why I'm making this specifically is because I've seen a lot of like AI videos, but videos that could be real. So like it'll be like a lion, or there's this one that I saw was this woman who like rescued a wolf and like took it to the vet and like had it in a car, and it was just like a normal video that you could, that I guess, I mean, I don't know how feasible it is really, but it's stuff like that. That but it's that sort of video that is like, that makes me feel a lot worse than like an abstract sort of like classical AI video that is like, it's not really deceitful. It's just slop pretty much, but it's not deceitful. It's obviously not real. It's just like something that we couldn't have made before. Like they spread glass on bread or something. I don't know why I thought of that one specifically, but it's stuff like that that doesn't really get me. Like that doesn't scare me. But something like that could be real and people aren't gonna look into it because it's not that fantastical. And then it just flies over their head that it's not real because they don't look into it that much. That's what really scares me, because I don't know, man. It just feels like something that could happen, that could get caught on video. It kind of loses some of the appeal, some of the value, like some of the rarity when you just see that exact same thing, despite it not being real. You see it happen. And yeah, it's AI, but it's happening in front of your eyes. And I guess you could say that the same thing. You could make the same argument against the internet, like really you should really be there and watch it with your own eyes, or it kind of ruins the sanctity of a moment. But I don't know. I feel like we've grown to accept the internet now and stuff like that. But I don't know. I just feel like AI is a new barrel of fish. Yeah, and see, this is kind of where the hopelessness comes in. Um, especially for people who, like, I guess most people, just if you want to do something like individual, this is kind of just like, it just kind of shoots you down. Because, well, firstly, it's the competition. Like I was talking earlier, how most, if not all, of the content that is being made is going to be AI soon. It's going to be like 99.9% just because it's so quick. You can churn it out. You don't have to think about it. You can make the ideas from AI. You can do everything from front to back all through AI, and you can automate that and pump out hundreds a day. So it's kind of an artificial competition, but it's still competition regardless. Despite it not being against like actual people, which isn't good. It's not good, because it's gonna make people less motivated to try things and to innovate and to sort of make good things. I mean, it's completely separate point. It's another video, but like I just feel like culture's kind of not stopped, but slowed to like a snail's pace. Like nothing new really comes out. It's all rehashes, and if there is something new that comes out, it's usually never good. But like I said, separate point. But AI is definitely gonna contribute to that more and make it probably worse, which is, I didn't want this to be all doom and gloom, but there is some sort of hope. There is like an antidote to the hopelessness near the end. Maybe. We'll see what happens there. But yeah, it's the competition thing, and it's the fact that it's pushed on us everywhere, literally everywhere. It's like, oh, this is another thing on like Amazon Prime. It's the ChatGPT adverts. Like everywhere I look, it's adverts for AI. Everywhere I look, it's like, just use AI, just do AI, it's just like the thing. And I know that it might be a bubble, but I don't see it bursting. But it's just pushed onto us wherever we look, and there's an individual decision between using this and not using it. And it's just like the companies, the sort of the people who set the direction, it's just being pushed on us and pushed on us and pushed on us. It's like they're trying to make the choice for us to use it. And it's already tempting enough without all the adverts, without it being pushed directly. It's already tempting enough with the convenience and the promises of what it can do and the power of it. I just fear that it's going to convince most people to just be indifferent about it because of their own use of it, to the point where they think the means is worth the end. And like, yeah, it's kind of detrimental for culture and art and society, but it helps me, so I like it. And the fact that it's so widely used, like billions of people are using it, and that's the other thing. It's the conflict between making something soulless, using AI to making something soulless, and being left behind if you don't. I guess I can just use content like, because I always see people, and it's like how I made $1 million this year from AI brain rot YouTube channel, and it's just like, come on, like stuff like that. Like, yeah, like people are gonna see it and think that that's a good idea, and then it just contributes more and more and more, and then the ratio becomes even more fakeness to realness on the platforms, and it just dilutes it down and dilutes it down until it's just super hard to find anything that's even made by a human. Like listen to what I'm saying right now. Like, how crazy is this, man? But we're not going to use it, but then it's like the technology is so powerful that you just feel like you're going to be left behind because you don't have the resources that the technology can provide, which everyone else is using. So that's kind of the conflict. I hope that my generation and the generation below me are gonna come to like a strong opinion on the use of AI for content, specifically, because we're at a point now, I think it's pretty safe to say that we're at a point now where it's almost impossible to tell what's real and what's fake. And that seems like a pretty big crossroads in civilization, not to be dramatic. But yeah, I just feel like something has got to give. Or they might just have to pull the plug on the internet entirely. Not that that's ever going to happen, but I don't know. It's going to get crazy. It's going to get even crazier probably. But unless we actually make choices, at the end of the day, there's an individual choice, right? You can choose to support these regurgitative, soulless sort of things, entities, and make them more profitable and push them onto more people and more generations. And if that's what you want, I mean, I can't even blame you that much, because this is, I guess, the next step in technology. Like, this is the next logical step in technology. It's convenient, it's easy, it's super easy, and it's immensely powerful. So that's your choice to make. You can either do that and be indifferent about the fact that we're not going to know what's real and what's fake, or you can choose to not support this and support real humans when you see them. And that's what the choice is, really. And if enough people make the latter choice, then maybe we'll be able to get out of this situation, and maybe it'll go back to normal. Everything will go back to normal, and it'll be 2016 again. I'm just kidding, that's not going to happen, but yeah, it would be nice. But yeah, I'm not here to make that choice for you. I just wanted to share some thoughts about the whole subject, and I hope you enjoyed them. And I don't think I forgot anything, but I probably did, and I will see you later. Thank you, goodbye.